Hi everyone, Katie here. Welcome back to another layout video. Today I have a classic in front of the National Park sign picture. So this was when we went up to Indiana Dunes National Park. And of course you gotta have a National Park sign picture. So I am scrapping that today. I have this piece of evergreen cardstock. I believe it's from Coordinations. And I cut it down to 8x8, and I'm going to use this Echo Park, hiking, camping themed page to use as like the full background. I am matting my photo on white cardstock just to, have it stand out a little bit while it's on the green. And I'm also going to use my Distress Oxide in Mowed Lawn. Now I have this in Distress Ink and Distress Oxide, and I thought I was going to use the ink because really the ink is a little darker than the oxide. They're not they don't end up being the exact same color even though they have the same title. But I ultimately decide to use the oxide, which is, very much the stereotypical mowed lawn color. I think it's, very accurate. And I want to put kind of a thick inked edge on this just because I think that there's a lot of white going on, and I kind of want to tone it down and make sure that the focus of my layout is on my photo and not just this background, which I think works out. Now, because there is some kind of teal blue in the background paper, I do use my Distress Oxide and Peacock to ink up the edges very subtly on the white border that I put around my photo. Now, I thought that I was going to kind of put my green box down in the lower, right-hand corner, but ultimately I decided I'm going to put it right in the middle of the page. I haven't done a layout like that, at least not one that comes off the top of my head, recently, and I know I've done the ones that are lower in the corner, so I'm just trying to make sure I'm mixing it up. I have this sticker set, which I think is fantastic if you're scrapping national parks. It's from Scrapbook Customs, and they have all the different national parks. So on one side, it's all, specific to the park you chose, and the other side's kind of generic national park stickers, and I chose the, generic one for my title. It just says National Park Adventure. Pop that up on foam, and then since I'm at Indiana Dunes, they have this little Indiana Dunes National Park map, which is awesome. I love it. It is a little crooked here on my layout just because I was thinking about where I should put it, and then I accidentally stuck it to my photo a little bit, and there was no getting that back up. I actually ripped the sticker just a little bit, but I was able to, squish it back down, and I think it still works, but it was a little disappointing that I did that. But, I mean, we've all done something like that for sure. I know this was not my first time doing that. So I make a little journaling box now out of some paper from my Simple Stories Simply Vintage Great Escape 6x8 paper pad. It is a little more red than orange, and there's some orange in the sticker, but I think it coordinates well enough, and obviously there's orange in the background paper. I think it works out well enough that it doesn't look out of place, and I think it still looks very, adventure-y. I just write about how we had a good time. We finally got to go to the national park, and we had to take the obligatory national park sign photo, right? So it has to be scrapped. Now I want to add a little bit more embellishment. I know there's a lot going on, but I still want to add something. So I have this little bordery piece, this little squiggle bordery piece that I glued down here, kind of like a, a little shelf or resting place for this whole 8x8 box that I'm working out of. I think it adds a little something, which works out. I really want to get this cork sticker on there, but, sometimes things just don't work the way you want. I'm going through so many embellishments and stickers, and I really don't have as much for outdoors kind of hiking things as I would like. I've used a lot of it, which is fantastic, always an excuse to buy more, but I'm pulling from nearly empty sticker sheets like this from the Echo Park Happy Camper collection. I had the collection at one point, and now all that's left are a few stickers. I choose a couple little trees, and I keep the base of the tree stuck like the regular sticker, and then I pop up the, I guess, main body of the tree, so that it gives it a little bit more dimension, and adds a little bit of texture to my layout. I think it just makes it more interesting to look at. So I stack my two little trees here, and I decide to do a little border around my green 8x8 page in the middle here. And I do that after I clean off my scissors. I have a nice adhesive eraser that I got actually in the Crafter Square section of the Dollar Tree, and it works phenomenally to get the gunk off scissors if you cut adhesive with it. So I highly recommend that if you are in need, and then you're less likely to slice your finger in half, which I've definitely done that too. So once I get this border on here, I look at it and I decide that's enough. I stop right there. Thanks so much for watching. Bye.